salt hydrolysis. Now, what is it all about? You know how the salt is formed, right? When an acid reacts with a base, it forms a salt along with water. Many such combination you can draw. Like say for example, I'm taking an acid which is really strong, like HCl, HBr, HI. I have made a separate video on electrolyte, how to identify weak and strong. If you're not aware, you can refer the previous video. So HBr, when treated with a strong base like NaOH, we say it to be a strong acid. This is a strong base. Then it will form what? NaBr along with water. Now this NaBr will be existing in water in independent form. Na plus aqueous and Br minus aqueous. So this salt basically, if someone asks, then what is NaBr? You can say that NaBr is a salt of strong acid and strong base. Salt formed by the reaction of strong acid and SASP. In short, we used to write like this: strong acid, strong base. So like that, we can consider one of the portion to be weak also. Say for example, I'm taking acid weak, like acetic acid, and this as strong base. Then this will form what? Sodium acetate. This is a salt of weak acid, strong base, and plus water will form. Similarly, guys, I can take H2SO4, and then I can take here weaker base like ammonia, aqueous solution of ammonia. Then it will form ammonium hydroxide, ammonium sulfate, sorry. So this is which type of salt? Salt of strong acid, weak base. And similarly, at the end, I would like to consider both the portion as weak. This along with ammonia, you can get ammonium acetate. Now this which we have received here is formed by weak acid and weak base. So that's how it is written: salt of weak acid, weak base. Right, so these are the 4 types of salt which we have discussed. And salt of strong acid, strong base, weak acid. Apart from that, there are few more few more thing which we can generate. Is a very special case that we will study into buffer. And I would like to just give you a glimpse of it. Say for example, if it is a weak acid and polyprotic weak acid, means more than one H plus ion which can donate, but still it is a weak acid. If that is treated with NaOH, which is a strong base, then it generates a very interesting mixture. And my dear, let me tell you, the pH of this solution is independent of the concentration. I'll explain later on how it happens. Right, so this particular anion which is generated here, which is obtained from a weak polyprotic acid, is said to be amphiprotic anion. Many such cases I will discuss in my upcoming videos. Here I will not enter into that. So we have received already 4 types of salt: strong acid, strong base; weak acid, weak base; strong acid, weak base; weak acid, strong base. All 4 we have received. Now how to discuss about hydrolysis? What is the meaning of hydrolysis? See, because the salt contains what? Salt contains cations and salt contains anions, basically, if you figure out. Right? Cations like B plus, anions like A minus. So essentially, the hydrolysis, if you are talking about individually, then it will be either anion hydrolysis, like A minus will be hydrolyzing water. Now you tell me, if it is A minus, definitely what it will be seeking for? H plus. So it will form HA plus OH minus. So what will be the value here? So here equilibrium constant is named differently. We say that it is Kb. Although it is not an Arrhenius base, but it is promoting the dissociation and generating more OH minus. So Kb we are using, and because it is hydrolyzing, so we can use the word Kh also, hydrolysis constant. Similarly, cation hydrolysis. Means B plus hydrolyzing water forming, it is plus, so it will be seeking for OH minus. It will liberate H plus. So cation liberates cation, anion liberates anion. So again, it will be, you see, Ka, I will use this Ka, but essentially because it is hydrolysis equation, so we can say hydrolysis constant. So these are the equilibrium constant, just named differently. Now is one thing which you need to understand. Suppose if only and only hydrolysis of anion is taking place, there is no cation hydrolysis in a salt. The cation, suppose, is very weak and it is not hydrolyzing water, but anion is hydrolyzing. Now, if anion is hydrolyzing, then you will get the same equation which you got for the weak acid. Here we will just use, instead of alpha, we will use degree of hydrolysis H, the symbol degree of hydrolysis H. So C minus X, it will be X and X. Now, if H is the degree of hydrolysis, H will be defined as C, X by C. Now this will be basically C minus CH, this will be CH, and this will be CH. Now the equilibrium constant, which is KH or KB, can be written as product HA into OH minus. This is how it is defined. Make sure that the water is not here, okay? Because that is already taken into this constant KH. So from here, if you start writing, it will be CH into CH upon C of 1 minus H. Can't you see? This equation is very similar to what we are doing from the day one. So this is the equation generated. What you are supposed to do thereafter? Very simple. Again, the same thing, same. If H is less than 0.05, then H will be 1 minus H will be approximately 1. And then simply solve it. Otherwise, you solve the quantity equation. And now another interesting thing about this is, sometimes they will not give you the value of KH directly or KB directly. then what you are supposed to do in that case? Rather, what they will give? They will not give the value of Kb for A minus or the hydrolysis constant. They will give you the Ka value of the corresponding conjugate acid. So if the value of Ka is given to you, then you can figure out the value of, Kb or Kh. How? Very simple. Very simple, you can figure out this value. For that, you need to understand and write these equations once again. H plus plus A minus is Ka. This is first equation. Another is hydrolysis. Is Kb or Kh. Now you simply add them. If you add them, A minus and A minus will be cancelled out. Ha and Ha will be cancelled out. What you are going to get? You will simply get water H plus plus OH minus, means this is Kw. So what you got? So if 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, then you know that equilibrium constant used to multiply K into Kb is equal to K. Please remember this relation, which is very, very important. But at the same time, you are supposed to understand that Ka and Kb are the acid and base hydrolysis constant, base dissociation or hydrolysis constant for the conjugate acid base pair. What I mean to say, that Ka and Kb terms here are of Ha and A minus, and Ha and A minus are conjugate acid and base pair. So if in the examination they are not giving you the value of Kh, rather they gave you the value of Ka, then can't you figure out the value of Kb will be simply Kw by Ka. So you can use it here also. Kw by Ka. You can use this and you can solve accordingly. So this was the discussion related to the anion. Similarly for the cation also, I hope you can do it. In the same way, cation hydrolysis also you can do it. And you will find interestingly that this will be nothing but Kw by Kb of the corresponding base. Kb for this and Ka for this. You will figure out once again like that, you will get K into Kb is equal to Kw. You can figure out the value of like this. Similarly, in this case also, you can solve 1 minus H, CH and CH. You will get the value like that as in the previous case. Now the question is how to identify. Sir, how to identify whether the cation hydrolysis will be there, whether the anion hydrolysis will be there, or whether both will hydrolyze. So guys, there is a thumb rule. Please remember this as a thumb rule. Cation or anion coming from strong acid and strong base, please mind my statement, strong acid and strong base. Strong base and strong acid will not hydrolyze at all. Right? For example, guys, I'd like to quote, the value of this, because it's a very strong acid, the acid dissociation constant is very, very high, of the order of K is of the order of 10 to the power 11. Now, my dear, if this is like this, so conjugate base hydrolysis even if you are trying to form HI, and plus OH minus, this is Kb. Don't you think this Kb is equal to Kw the way I explained last time? Minus 14 Kw already at room temperature, and this is plus 11. Can you look at this value? This is pathetically low, 10 to the power minus 25, guys. Can you see this? So this is so bad. It is so poor that more than this OH minus directly from water we will get, because this Kb is coming of the order of minus 25, but water itself is far better than this, whose Kw is what? 10 to the power minus 14. So OH minus from here is much more dominating than this. So that is what the meaning of this. Acid or bases, if they are very, very strong, their corresponding cationic or anionic form will not hydrolyze water. Right? So I hope I explained you. So suppose if I took NaCl, which will hydrolyze, Na plus came from NaOH, which is a strong base, so it will not do anything. Similarly, Cl minus came from HCl, right, which is a strong acid. It will also not do anything. That's why when you add NaCl into water, the solution's pH will be same as neutral water, and that will be same at 25 degrees centigrade. But suppose I took Na and Cn. So guys, cationic part is a waste fellow, whereas anionic form Cn minus is generated from HCN. HCN is a weak acid. And if you do not know how to identify weak acid and weak base, do refer my previous videos, right? Link is given in the description box. So this Cn minus is a weak base. I mean, this came from a weak base. So yes, it will hydrolyze. And if it will hydrolyze, my dear, cation will not hydrolyze. The anion generates. Anion means OH minus. You know the solution nature will be basic for this. Solution will be basic. Aqueous solution is basic in nature. Similarly, my dear, suppose I took FeCl3, then here iron plus 3 and Cl minus. Cl minus will not do anything, whereas this will hydrolyze. And if iron will hydrolyze, my dear, step by step you can go for it. You can take single OH and overall plus 2 and plus H plus ion Ka1, and similarly you can do the second, third also. You see this will be acidic. Suppose I took ammonium chloride. How will you think about this? Ammonium ion, Cl minus, not do anything. It does. Cation will generate cation. So aqueous solution will be which type? Which type of aqueous solution will it be? It will be acidic. Right? And I hope I explained you. Ka, that is Kw by Kb, conjugate acid base. This is simply KH also. You can use any name. You can solve it. So guys, do solve the problem and let me know if you are having any difficulty. So that's all for today.